Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Marvel Snap video. I feel like it's a meme at this point that like every season I hit Infinite with like She-Hulk based deck. This deck did really good for me again. I think this is a deck I've seen a few people play. It's really high represented on Untapped right now. I think Jeff Hoagland probably popularized this. I know he liked this deck before. He was playing it on stream, I think. So I'm pretty sure he popularized it, but this has kind of been an archetype for a while, and Nebula is just a good card. I think a lot of people are starting to realize along, like, I kind of said this, like, a few videos ago. I don't know how the publishing schedule goes with, like, when I said this, though. But, like, Nebula is a card that's, like, not a build around. It's a card that's just good in the deck. It just makes the decks better. It's like Sunspot. You know what I mean? Like, Sunspot's just, like, a premier one-drop, and Nebula's just also kind of, like, a premier one-drop, right? It requires your opponent to play around it. It's a threat that can scale up really high. It's very good. And this deck just kind of exemplifies that. Like, this is just, like, a lot of good cards, and since the other cards that could just outpower it are gone, like, the fact that Shuri Red Skull could just, like, have a bigger card than your Infinaut is crazy, right? Like, you pass turn 6, and Shuri Red Skull makes 2 Red Skulls that are 30 powers with Taskmaster, right? Like it was just outpowered. There was no way you could play this deck. Kind of like Destroyer. Why Destroyer is kind of, like, seeing more popularity is because, like, that space is opened up for it, right? This deck did really good. I got a few 8 cubes with it. You have to be really careful about Limbo, because Storm is a pretty popular card right now, with Nebula, with Sarah, and stuff like that running around. Sarah Surfer, shit like that. You got to be careful about your Limbos. Like, it's not like... You kind of know when they're going to do it. Like, I hate to say it, but people snap back really poorly sometimes. And you can kind of punish that with this deck. Like, they think they're getting you with the snapback, and, like, getting rid of your Limbo, but then you, like, Cosmo it or something. I don't know. You have options. There's a lot of choices here. Some games, my line is turn 6 after I have the Limbo, is I will Cosmo it, and if I have 2 She-Hulks, then my She-Hulks cost 3, and I have a 1-drop. Like, so I'll have 7 mana, turn 7. I'll use 3 for the double She-Hulk, and then I'll use the Titania or something like that. It's very good. Psylocke is here, because Psylocke allows you to get out your magic early and protect it with Cosmo, which is useful. If you play it turn 4, turn 5 you'll have 6 energy. Turn 5 you pass, and then you can go She-Hulk Infinaut on turn 6, even if you don't have the magic, which is very good. Also, just generally kind of a useful card. Psylocke. You can ramp out early to double with Moon Girl, and you won't risk overdrawing as much as you will with other stuff. Realize sometimes also that you don't need to go for the Infinaut. Like, sometimes just soaking with Sunspot for, like, 11 energy or something like that is just enough to win. And, like, sometimes, like, if my choice is, like, I have an Infinaut, I have 2 She-Hulks, and I have a Sunspot, I will play the Sunspot to soak. And then I'll play just, like, 2 1-cost She-Hulks, and I won't play the Infinaut, but I have, like, double Titania as my other card or something like that. You have a lot of decisions to make. I've played so much double up She-Hulk at this point. I feel like I hit Infinite with a deck like this every season. Not saying I'll necessarily hit Infinite with this deck, but I'm at, like, 75 now, and I'm barely playing. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope to see you all tomorrow for another Marvel Snap video. It's just Infinaut, right? I mean... I get another Infinaut back, and then I just armor it? It's weird. Dude, it's such a weird game already. I think it's Infinaut, armor, then if it's Galactus, I just lost, but what can you do? Armor. She-Hulk, sure. The Hood, sure. So we'll go ahead and armor this, and then turn 4, we're gonna Psylocke. Or Moon Girl, I'm not sure yet. But we get our armor safely here. Lucky. Oh, this is... Wait, we get to armor this, which is great, too. So now we go armor Psylocke. We get to float, pass on turn 5, and then we have She-Hulk Infinaut again. And our armor is going to flip up in middle, which is very good. This looks like a concede. This is probably like something Carnage. Nebula or Nebula. Nebula can never get a break. Lore-wise, game-wise, just doesn't matter. She just can't get a break. And we full pass here. And if they wave, it's also not bad because we have She-Hulk, right? Like, they could wave this turn and it just doesn't really matter. Mm-hmm. And they have priority, or we have priority? So they have prio, so I can go She-Hulk here, Infinaut here. If they add 12 here, I'm still winning. I'm always winning middle, and then they have to win left. So I think this is just like locked in, right? Mm-hmm. Doom. It's definitely one of the worst things about content creation in Marvel Snap is just like when you have a good hand and you snap, it's so punished because they just like retreat. You know what I mean? Which is sad. So there could be a few things. I think I want Sunspot in this probably in different spots. Sunspot is so bad in Clintar and Nebula is bad in Clintar, so I feel like that's kind of a mistake to make. Oh, what's this? Taskmaster is interesting. I mean, we're not going to have this hand. I think I just Cosmo here to fill off the Adelan, and then I just draw 3 cards. Gives me a higher chance of finding Magik, which isn't all bad. They brood? Okay. I feel like it's another Surfer Mirror. Is the M'Baku deck going to Killmonger me, though? I feel like they're not going to. Our hand is good. Now, I feel like I'm supposed to snap on this. Maybe not. They could have Storm. My hand isn't like that good without the without She-Hulk, right? Like it's kind of whatever. Plus they could be a Killmonger deck, which would make this harder. I am gonna Magik. Just a little dissuade. I think it's most likely they fill here. I don't really want to snap. Maybe I'm supposed to, but I'm kind of worried about them storming me. No, they're Cerebro. Well, they are a storm deck, though. They are definitely a storm deck. I just Chavez. Well. They're not going to loot cage me, at least. They do have, like, Hobgoblin, though. Just blue normal, sure. And then Cerebro here, Mystique here. Do I beat this? I guess that makes it better. I don't know if I'm winning though. So they add 8 to each location? That's pretty hard. I guess they don't add 8 here. So I win these two, right? Because they have to Cerebro here, they have to Mystique here. So they add 12 here. And I'm adding 9. Cerebro Mystique. Might be fine. My other option is to Infinaut here. But this is better, I think, to Infinaut. I think this is fine. Let's see. Hazmat. Not Cerebro Mystique, just Hazmat, huh? I don't regret not snapping here. I think this was really a dangerous one. I think Sunspot in the source system is pretty good. Quite reasonable. Oh, this is interesting. Psylocke into Moon Girl. Double Infinaut doesn't really matter, though. I do want to play for the Raft, though. Well, I can't even Moon Girl there now, so it's not like it matters. Huh. Space Turn's not all that. I kind of want to Magik. I mean, I did draw She-Hulk, which is good. I have to Moon Girl here, basically. Yeah, I was going to say, they're just kind of getting the Raft. They are full here, though, so it's, like, not all bad. And I can She-Hulk, so this is kind of free real estate, which is good. I can play Titania here. It will never move. And then I can soak, which is good. And I can magic the Space Throne, which is nice. Okay, they storm, which is great. I think we snap now that they storm. Because there's just no way, right? Do we have Prio? Prio matters a lot here. We don't have Prio. We lose super hard to Cosmo, but I don't think they're Cosmoing the storm. I could have done the raft, which might have been smarter. Maybe the raft was probably smarter, because I always win Space Throne, right? Like it's free. I can't do the raft actually because of the magic, and they just retreat, which is kind of lame, but it makes sense. Captain America's a pretty good 3-drop, I would say. I would say this is an above average 3-drop. Nebula, sure. Gonna armor here. Can Nebula ourselves. I kind of just want to armor, though. Yeah, I can armor than Captain America. That seems better. Setting the Nebula down sounds good, but I think Captain America's like pretty value here, right? Sakaar. That could be all kinds of stuff. That could be good or bad. It could be like Professor X too, which would be bad. I guess if it's Professor X, we're kind of fine in every location. That's fine. Could be worse. Wave. Am I getting Galactus? Cyclops. So that was the random 3. Do I have Prio? I do have Prio. I think I'm just... If I Cosmo here, I don't get to Magik, but I'm worried that if I don't, they're just going to Galactus me. So I'm going to Cosmo. It's Black Bolt. What? What? And we're just passing here either way, right? Wave Black Bolt. What? What spice is this? And again, I didn't get to Magik, but I think my decision was worth it. Especially because, I mean, I'm winning all 3 locations right now. So I can She-Hulk, Moon Girl here, and then I win all 3 technically. I think I want to do something good from that. I can just She-Hulk here and say that they're not going to play something here, and then I could Moon Girl here. And then I'm winning all 3. I have 6 cards in my deck, so their Darkhawk would be plus 10. So they could Hawk here, Rock Slide here, and I would lose this way. I think I She-Hulk here because they're going to fight for this. I kind of want them to overcommit here. They're never Rock Sliding here, so maybe they Rock Slide left. Maybe that's right. They never Rock Slide here. They could Rock Slide there. So maybe it's just Moon Girl, She-Hulk. And then if they Darkhawk here, I'm winning because it's 10. They go plus 10, I go plus 9, and then it's a tie, and then I win by more here. That seems best. Okay. Close. Yeah, I like our thought process. So we were playing around Hawk, but by playing around Hawk, we also play around She-Hulk because it's like one less stat, right? Now, the more I think about it, because like, complicated. I'm gonna put Nebula here in case like a Professor X or something comes down. Cosmo is a good card to have here. Wave? Don't know what wave means here. I mean, my card grows, their card grows. Fine, I guess. I don't fully know what's going on here, but fine. Okay, so I drew She-Hulk. So I can go Psylocke here and armor. Do I want to armor here? I don't know if I want to armor here. I can go Psylocke armor here. And then turn 5, I full soak with She-Hulk Infinaut. And then I think I win with She-Hulk Infinaut. So I'm going to do that. Especially since they already waived. Like, they can't really Galactus me or anything like that. I don't really think they're playing Sandman. I can go Psylocke into armor. And then I can She-Hulk Infinite the last turn. Because on turn 5, I'm going to have 5 energy. Damn. Dude, that's the worst part. I'm telling you, man. It's the content creator curse where it's like, if I want to climb, I can't snap. Because this is so good. But, like, it's you know, it's rough. Because obviously they are a lot more worried about their cubes. Nova. Makes me a little bit nervous about my 1-drops. I think I am supposed to armor this, though. Armor the Nova, right? And maybe I get really lucky and they played Bucky Barnes there. But I think they're probably just a Killmonger deck. And, like, the Nova isn't that important for them. Like, they're probably Sarah Control, right? I think Nova is most often Sarah Control nowadays is, like, what my gut instinct is on that. Yeah. Doesn't seem like they're really developing. Either that or they just had a bad draw. They could just be like something else with a bad draw. You never know. So I can play Psylocke. Psylocke will flip up on turn 4. And then turn 5. It'll trigger. I think this is great, actually. Psylocke being protected is actually really nice for me. And I don't really care if it dies, right? Like, it's a Moon Girl, copy the She-Hulk, and then I just get to pass because of Psylocke, right? Like, it'll cost 0. I have the option of Magik too, but I don't think it's that important. I'm totally cool with the Psylocke dying. Psylocke dying is, like, so irrelevant. And so I get 2 She-Hulks and a Titania, which is really good. So, like, I don't think this is an Infinaut game. This is just, like, I have good cards I can play a lot of, right? Angela, Lizard, yeah, sure. Sensible. Okay. So it's definitely like Sarah Control. For sure. And since I'm gonna have 1-1-1-1, I think I just play Sunspot here. I'm maybe not supposed to fight for this lane because of the Lizard. Sunspot is just like a big threat though, which might mean they have to play there. And I get to She-Hulk here, which is really hard for them to contest with. So I think it's just Sunspot's pass. This is a pretty sick game. Bishop Sentinel. So a game where they don't have Sarah is huge for me. They might have been expecting the Magik, honestly. They might have been playing around Magik, but like because of the priority this game, like since they're not gonna have priority, this is like huge for us, right? I think this is our best line. What location do I want to win? I could just do this. They snap back. Oh, they have Killmonger. So I should play around Killmonger. So armor here is safe. So like Titania here. So She-Hulk, Titania, She-Hulk, Titania. And then expect the armor to kill this here. And then I win these two. I think that's fine. What? Mysterio, Killmonger. Played around it last second, but it was 100%. I think we made the right choice. The snapback was really sus there. That was a weird snapback. Especially with like them not having priority, like it was pretty. If anything, like I might have lost by playing badly because of the wait, I had priority. There's literally no way they win this. They can't Killmonger me ever. I guess they were just thinking Sunspot dies. Word snapback. This is a real gamer too. Thank you for making it to the end of my Marvel Snap video. If you liked, I would really appreciate it if you liked, subscribed, leave a comment. I also stream on twitch.tv/Maxwell, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you for checking out my channel.